Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a special guest,
Dominique.
This is my little sister, and today we're going to be doing our 2017 favorites. And I brought her along because she's more of a makeup guru, I'm more into hair care. So together we're going to give you guys a great overview of all the things that we've loved this year. It's going to be a mixture of hair, skin, makeup, and a few added extras that we just loved and couldn't not tell you guys about. So if you guys are interested, be sure to keep on watching.
So Brittany's going to jump into her hair stuff first to get that out the way because we both have a collection of makeup we want to share with you guys, but I didn't bring any hair stuff with me. No, I didn't even, on this trip for Thanksgiving, I didn't even bring a brush or a comb or any hair products. So that just shows you how
shameful.
You
would never know.
I know.
She catfishes all day. She'll literally go to sleep and wake up with curls. No one else can do that.
Literally. So messy when I wake up. Don't even put on a scarf or anything. I'm wearing a scarf today though. So, whatever. So,
okay, so I'm going to get started with my hair care. So one of my favorite leave-in conditioners that I tried this year is the SheaMoisture Coconut Oil Leave-In Treatment. I've only used this for about a week to 2 weeks. I got this. I went to the SheaMoisture...
Convention?
Hair
convention?
Hair tour. I went to the SheaMoisture Quintessential. Oh my gosh.
Is that a word?
That's what it's called. Quintessential.
No, do you guys know what that word
That's what it was. Anyway, I went to the SheaMoisture hair show and we got a goodie bag full of goodies and this was in there. And I really like it because I like to wear my hair in buns a lot, or not like, it's just easy to wear my hair in a bun a lot. But as you guys know, if you're natural, you have to use a lot of gel to help slick down your hair. And so I wanted something that would moisturize my hair underneath the gel. So this has been working great. It has a really nice smell. It's kind of like the typical coconut smell that you have, but it really...
Oh no, it smells like a little bit of like jasmine or something.
Jasmine?
Just like a...
What the heck?
It has a floral mixed with like coconut smell.
Are you sure that's not your perfume?
No, sure.
Anyway, I really like the scent and I really like how it moisturizes and softens my hair under the gel, but then it still allows my gel to work well and keep my hair nice and slick down. So if you guys see this and you're looking for a new leave-in, definitely try this out. My next favorite for hair care is the 50/50 Balance Hydrating Clarifying Shampoo by Giovanni. I have a very oily scalp and so I have to use clarifying shampoos. The previous clarifying shampoo I was using I think was just too drying for my hair. So I wanted to find something that was a balance of both. So I like it because it doesn't completely strip my hair, but it helps to get rid of that oil on my scalp.
How would you think it would be with treated relaxed hair? Because I've tried another one and I feel like I tried the tea tree one, I believe, and it was a little bit too drying for me. So would you?
Honestly, it depends on your scalp. So if you don't have an oily scalp, then you may not want to use a clarifying shampoo. I think also with natural hair, we're always putting oils and butters. So
or maybe if I just used it on the roots where my scalp is really oily, and then just use nourishing, more moisturizing on the ends. Maybe
you can definitely do that. And one thing I do also with this, because you don't want to dry out your ends, so I'll put the shampoo on my roots, and when I rinse it out, I'll hold my hair up so that when it rinses out, it just rinses out down this way instead of rinsing out down the length of my hair. Smart. So that's another tip. If you are using a clarifying shampoo, definitely do that because the ends of your hair are the oldest parts of your hair, and they're the ones that have constantly seen that drying shampoo and stuff. So that's one tip if you guys are interested. But if you are someone who likes clarifying shampoos, I do recommend this one. Next up for hair care, my favorite deep conditioner is the SheaMoisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intense Hydration Hair Mask. Now this is a heavy moisturizer. So even though for me my scalp is, or because my scalp is oily and sensitive, I don't use this all over my hair. I just use it on my ends. So those places that are really drying. And I think this could work on relaxed hair, but you have to do the same, like use a regular conditioner throughout and just this on the ends. The smell is intense. I don't mind it personally, but I know some people have said that it's a little much for them. I don't know if you want to smell it.
Oh, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
I think people that aren't used to like natural shea butters and everything might be a little
don't spill it.
Oh, sorry. It might be a little standoff to the smell, but it's not bad. It's not doable.
Next up for my favorites is the Basic Clear Eco Style Gel. Now, everyone wants to be fancy and use the green, olive oil, argan oil, all these oils. The coconut oil one now came out. I think they even have a flaxseed oil now. I like the regular clear one. It gets the job done, and you can mix whatever oils and whatever creams you want underneath, and you don't have to worry about how it mixes in. So like if you do like olive oil or argan oil, you can still use that underneath the gel. But this, it gets an A+ for me. So that was it for my hair care. Now we're going to move on to makeup. I'm going to get started with a few of my makeup favorites just because this one has a lot for you guys, so get excited. So some of my favorites from this year, first off, of course,
yes,
the Fenty foundation. Where have you been, Rihanna? Us brown girls have been crying out for you. And finally, our cries have been answered. It is a struggle. Like, if you're not a brown girl, you don't understand. Like, it's not just about finding your color. It's also about finding your undertone. Because we're more of like a yellow undertone, and sometimes that's really hard to find in foundations. They think everyone's a red bone. They're not.
Nope.
I want to be.
I like Team Yellow Bone. I'm happy with it.
The yellow bone doesn't even roll off the tongue like red bone. Whatever. Anyway, we're yellow, and we're coming to terms with it. But I really love Fenty foundation, one, because of the undertones. You have a wide variety. You have olive undertones, you have yellow, you have red undertones. But I also like the texture of it. It's more of a medium coverage, I would say.
For me, I'm used to the L'Oreal Pro Glow? I would say that's more of a medium, light to medium coverage. This, it might just because I'm heavy-handed with my makeup. So I tried it for the first time today and I loved it. But I'm used to the light to medium coverage, so I just like doused my face with it, and I was like, it looked like I was wearing a mask, so it was a little too much. But I saw when you did your makeup, you just dabbed like little dots and did that. So I think just the way you use it, it could go from medium to heavy.
Right. And I also like that it's really good for oily skin, because I have oily skin. I'm literally like a crystal ball halfway through the day because of how much oil. And this really does keep me matte, but it's not dry. I've tried some other foundations like the L'Oreal Pro Matte. Oh my God, it was literally like wearing a mask. And I kept trying it because everyone loved it. I'm like, I can't get with this. Mm-hmm. But I feel like with this, it's matte, but you don't feel like you're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Especially when you, like you said, when you saw me applying it small.
Mm-hmm. And I used a lot today, and it doesn't feel heavy. Like, even though I doused my face with it, it still feels good. Like, I usually get oily around my nose, and my foundation will separate throughout the day. It hasn't moved, so I'm really impressed, and I think I am gonna pick it up.
Yeah, so definitely check this out if you haven't. Another one of my favorite foundations from this year and years prior is the L'Oreal True Match. I really love this foundation. The only reason why I didn't stick with just this is that it has, if you guys ever see it in store, it has very faint little sparkles in it, and it also comes with SPF. So during the day, you're glowing, you're nice, but if you take a picture at night, it is
like a little ghost.
One of my friends are making fun of me because they're like, you look like a little old white woman in this picture. I'm like, it's my makeup, guys. I'm not that light skinned. It's the makeup. Yeah. So I really love this foundation, but beware, this is not a good nighttime foundation, especially not with flash. So my next makeup favorite is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder, and this is in the banana color, so it's more of a yellow tint. I've never really tried banana powders before. I think I used the Makeup Forever just matte white powder that you use, like a setting powder. I did like it, but I know that for some people who are more of like a darker brown complexion, it will look gray.
Yeah. You'll look like a ghost again.
Yes. And so I wanted to try something that had more of a yellow undertone, so that even if you did apply too much, it would still look good. And I found this in Ulta, and it was like $7, and I loved it. I loved it.
She put me on this one. I just started using this one too, and I bought the air spun, but you have to be careful with the air spun, because if you don't dust it off all the way, or if you use too much, you can end up looking ghostly, especially if you're a darker skin tone. And this one, I could put it, like, you could put it all under your under eyes, all on your chin and everything. a lot and you're fine. Like
right.
dust away super easy, and if you use too much, you're not going to be pale.
Right, and that's one thing I liked with this is that you could apply it all over your face, and it blends in very well. So definitely check this out if you're looking for an affordable setting powder. So those are all my makeup favorites. Do you want to share some of yours?
Yes.
I'll get ready.
Okay. I'm going to start off with primers. We're going to work our way up. To start off with, I just recently purchased the Milani Make It Last setting spray. It's a primer, corrector, and a setting spray. So you could use it before you apply your makeup for a nice cool mist to get your skin ready for your foundation. And after. I used to be like not a fan of primers, but I just started getting into it because I would talk to my sister and say like, my makeup isn't lasting, like I could wear it just for like an hour and I look good, but then afterwards, like, you know, your oils start producing and your makeup starts wearing away. And she was like, what primer do you use? I was like, none. So
girl, that's why your makeup only lasts 2 hours.
So I jumped on the bandwagon and started getting primers and setting sprays, and I really, really love this one. If you're not a big fan of fragrances and harsh smells, you're not gonna like it, sadly, because it does have a strong fragrance. So I love it personally. It makes
anything.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
No, I love it. It's so refreshing to me, but I know some people are like fragrance Nazis, but I love it. I really see a difference. I've been using it as a primer and a setting spray, so it does have a tacky feeling to it, so it's awesome when you're about to put on foundation because it really locks it in. And then I've noticed a difference in my foundation staying on longer when I use it as a setting spray.
And have you noticed, does it irritate your skin?
No, not at all, and I'm very surprised because definitely things that aren't for sensitive skin and are like have like fragrances can sometimes, you know, irritate. Like if I have like a scratch or like acne going on, I would definitely notice, but I have not, thankfully. The next thing I got recently, just working my way up into the primer world, is this E.L.F. Poreless Face Primer. It's kind of on the low end. You could get it at pretty much any, you know, Walmart, Target, CVS. Like with the Milani setting spray, I haven't noticed any acne or any clogged pores because of it. It helps my makeup stay on longer, which I like too. It has a nice satin finish. The only downside, oh yeah, let's try under your hand. It looks like lotion when you put it on. It does. And I think that's yes, it has vitamin E and is there a vitamin A? Yes. It has vitamin A and vitamin E and tea tree in it.
Yeah, I can smell the tea tree. It's not really strong though. It's creamy, but then it turns into a little bit of a silicone-like texture.
Like most have that silicone texture. So if you don't want anything high-end, you want something to work your way up to high-end, and you just want to work your way into makeup, you're a beginner, definitely check out what E.L.F. has. Another primer that I want to show you is actually in this BECCA kit. It's the BECCA Glow on the, I think, the little stickers in the way. Oh, Glow on the Go kit. You can find this at Ulta. This is my second one, actually. This actually just comes with the highlighter, the pressed highlighter, and the primer.
So do you use both? Because sometimes I'll just use one.
I actually use both if I'm like going out or I just want to be extra. So, but this you could actually use all over. I was watching YouTube videos about it because at first when I purchased it, I was standoffish because I was like, what do you do?
I know, because I'm the same. Because I was like, it seems redundant.
Yeah. So I actually researched and went on the website. I watched their tutorial on how to use it. You can use it all over, but personally, I just use it on my high points, like where I would highlight before I put on my foundation. So I will just put it on my cheeks, my nose, and even if you're going for a natural day, just adding this and just putting it on your high points, it looks so pretty. It doesn't look oily, but your skin looks so healthy. The next things I'm going to talk about are concealers. I am a die-hard fan when it comes to concealers. I do not change. I always will restock on the same ones. I've tried other ones. They don't do me justice, and I just throw them away. For years, I've been using this LA Girl Pro Conceal like everyone has. When I do my makeup, I like to, be a little extra. And so I feel like with these other concealers, they're so light and you could still see the bags. So when I do these heavy, like harsh, crazy, dark eye looks, it doesn't look good. Yeah. So I need something that's gonna conceal all my blemishes, conceal and fill in the dips of my eyes. So I really love the LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's thick, it's creamy. If you have dry skin, it's perfect because it doesn't dry out like some concealers do. They have a broad range of colors. Definitely if you're a person of color, you're definitely gonna be able to find your color more so in the LA Girl than other brands. And I just picked this up on Black Friday shopping. I was mad that they didn't have it. You know when you go on Black Friday shopping, like even though there's no sales there, you need to get something. I went there for I went to Walmart for a laptop. They didn't have it. So I couldn't leave without buying something. So I went over to the makeup section and decided to try this new Milani Retouch and Erase. I decided to pick up this Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer. It has the same thick consistency as the LA Girl. I think they have about 4 colors. Maybe their range would be a little bit bigger online, but I love it. I went to Walmart to do my shopping completely barefaced, looking a mess. And so when I went back in my car, I was like, hey, let's just give it a try. And so I just put it on and it looked perfect. It looked like I actually slept. And I didn't have any pressed powder with me too, and it stayed on. With the LA Girl, you do need to set it though. I will say that because it will start creasing. But with this, it's not as oily. So it definitely lasts, and I didn't have to use any pressed powder with it. The only downside to this, if I could speak, is it's only 0.24 fluid ounces, and that's teeny.
That's tiny, especially if you do your makeup every
yes
day.
And like I said, I'm heavy-handed, so this is gonna last a week if I'm going out a lot or if I'm, you know, doing stuff and want to look good and have like a full face. As with the LA Girl, it comes with 0.28. That's the same. What? Oh God, I'm sorry. Milani, you're doing good.
This is how they get you though, because they make it thin and long and make it seem like you get so much more product.
I'm so sorry, Milani. I'm over here talking crap. Another makeup one. I put her on this one.
Yeah, I told you guys this about this last year.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is the NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper. This will have your lips poppin'. Oh my God. So many people think I have nice, big, juicy lips because of this. I have something.
She has lips. She has lips. But the way that you pose and the way you put your lip gloss on has people thinking you got a little bit more than you're working with.
Like everyone else.
I guess.
I'm not the only one out there catfishing. Like some other plumpers have so much of, I don't know what they use.
It's like menthol.
Yeah, so much where you're like your lips are stinging. But this is the perfect amount. Like I don't even feel a little tingle or anything.
I feel a little bit, but it's not unbearable. It's like
it's really not. I usually put like a dark lip liner on and then light colored lipstick and put this in the middle, like on my Cupid's bow and in the middle of my bottom lip. Will give you the prettiest pout. This is in color Jessica. Don't get anything else.
No.
Stick with Jessica.
I think they have, I forget what other ones. I have another one, but I literally have not touched her because Jessica is where
it's at.
So one of my makeup favorites that I forgot to mention, it's one of our makeup favorites. This is our eyebrow powder. Now I love this because, okay, so I used to use the pencil eyebrow or the eyebrow pencils. And for me, I already have thick eyebrows, but they're not sisters. They're barely even cousins. So
married into the family.
Basically. And so like this eyebrow is a little shorter than this one. This one has like a part here that just doesn't grow in. And it's just been like that my whole life. And so I wanted something that would help to even out my eyebrows, but not make it look like I filled in my eyebrows. So when I used the eyebrow pencils, I felt like my eyebrows looked nice, but people could tell that I filled them in. It wasn't as natural looking. And then on top of that, everyone gets on you saying that you shouldn't use black powder, but my eyebrows are black, they're not brown. And so I would use the brown pencil so that it was more toned down, but you could see the brown. And so I really like this eyebrow powder because I feel like you can create a gradient and you can create just a nice shading to where it doesn't look too intense, and it helps to fill in your eyebrows very well. And I know you like this as well.
Yeah, I use it when I have a natural day. I use it when I have a glam day. What I do is if I'm going for a natural look, I will get my little angled brush, just dip it in lightly. A little goes a long way with this. So, and just fill in my eyebrows, and it looks so pretty. I could go to the gym, go to school, go to work, and look done up. But if I'm going for a heavier look, if I have heavier makeup on, darker makeup on, I will dip my brush in water or use some Fix Plus and wet it, and it gives you such a nice dark defined line. So it's so versatile.
Yes.
And I've used like Anastasia brown brow kits and everything, and that's too harsh. It's not really
it's not really natural. Like, I feel like this, your eyebrows will be snatched, but it'll still look natural.
Yes.
So you can get away with not doing your full face. And so all the links to all the things that we're talking about, we're going to put down below. So if you guys are interested, definitely check them out.
The next thing I want to get into is a new palette. I know YouTube and all the beauty gurus out there have raved about this. I just jumped on the bandwagon super, super late, like with everything. But I've been obsessed with the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's so pretty, so clean.
Yes.
If you are very OCD, you're going to hate the packaging of this palette. That's the only downside I could say. But the colors in here are so
they're gorgeous.
pretty.
And I feel like it's a really good combination. Like you pretty much have everything that you would need here.
Yes, like you have your tropical colors, like if you're on vacation, you have your, I would say you have your, autumn colors, your winter colors. Fall, summer. It's so, like, I could use this throughout the year and, have a different look every single day. The next thing I want to talk about is this 10 color palette of blushes by BH Cosmetics. I've had this for about 2 years and I love it. I use this every single day and I could swear by that. It has such pretty colors. They're nice, creamy, usable, blendable, super, super pigmented. You need to be careful it's not pigmented. You will be looking a mess if you use too much. And guess what, you guys? This online at BH Cosmetics is only like $5.99.
What?
Yes, BH Cosmetics.
Wow.
Thank you. Yes, and it's an awesome price. So, people that are just getting into makeup, don't have to spend a fortune, but then it's not, bad makeup. Like even, beauty gurus could use this and still, get a beautiful, beautiful look out of it. The next thing I want to talk about is this loose pigment. We are both using it as inner corner highlight today and like regular highlight on our cheeks and on down our nose. It may be a little, crazy at first. I, was experimenting one day. I found this, but it's like an iridescent yellow color that might, throw you off if you saw it. But on the cheeks, it reminds me of like a little fairy goddess princess. Like
Did that pick up on camera?
I hope so. I hope so. But, you see, that might, be like, what the heck? I'm not putting that on my face. But as you can see, once blended out, it looks so gorgeous and gives you such a gorgeous, pretty, elegant, like little highlight. And whenever I put this on, I feel like such a little fairy princess. I love it. And
the one thing that's good about these pigments, they come in different colors, but they're very versatile because you can use it as an eyeshadow, you can use it as a highlight, you can use it to highlight your Cupid's bow, you can use it in a variety of different ways. And they last a long time just because it's just the basic pigment. So you don't have to worry about it going bad as fast as like a cream product.
Exactly.
So check it out if you guys are interested.
Please do. It's so gorgeous. So that was all the makeup I had to talk to you about. So let's jump. Oh, yeah, it was a while. So let's jump into skincare.
Okay, so I'm going to get started with some of my favorite skincare favorites of this year. This is both of our favorites. You can't even read the writing because I've used it so much.
Mine's worse.
I know. This is the Calendula cream. Now,
the only face moisturizer I will live by and use on a daily basis.
Yes. So this is something, our mom is an esthetician, and so she does facials. She's a specialist in skincare, and she carries her own products. And so she's always getting us to try different things. She asked us to try this, and we fell in love.
Yes.
She even tried us by trying to take it off of the product line. And we're like, no, you can't take it away. Like, we've fallen in love with it. You need to keep it. So she buys a huge container for us and just fills up our bottles when we need it. But I like this because it's so nourishing.
It's moisturizing, but it doesn't leave you feeling greasy.
Right.
With other ones, I noticed that when I put it on the next day, my pores are so filled. I have like little acne spots, but with this, I can lather this all over. I use it down my neck to stop any wrinkles from forming, and I can just lather it up and no acne forms.
Right, because it's actually an oil-free cream. And if you've ever heard about Calendula is very, very nourishing. It's very soothing to the skin. And literally when I use it, I can just feel my skin just like,
yes, thank you.
Thanks. The one good thing you'll do for me today, because you're not going to drink enough water. So I really, really love this cream. And like we said, like, we beg our mom to keep it because my skin is very sensitive. So I can't really use any store-bought moisturizers.
I've tried, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I definitely saw the difference.
Yes, so we're not going back. So if you guys want to support the cause, go ahead and order down below because you will not regret it. This thing is awesome.
Yes.
Next up, another one of my favorites this year. So I'm in medical school, which is rough, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. And I remember, I think it was either my first or second semester, I started noticing I had at least 1 or 2 additional wrinkles under my eye, and I'm just like, this is
too
not
much.
No, yeah, this is not where it's at, because I have a lot more semesters and I'm not trying to accumulate more and more under eye wrinkles as I continue. So I told my mom about it, and so she recommended this eye and throat bio formula. It's like an eye and throat firming hydrating system, so it helps for under eye wrinkles, neck wrinkles, and also in your chest area. So I started using this. It is super moisturizing and soothing. I don't use it as often as I should because honestly, when she first gave it to me, I used it a lot, and then once I saw my little wrinkles go away, I
got cocky.
I backed off.
I'm back. Better than ever.
I know, like wrinkle. So definitely try this out if you guys are interested. Like I said, it's very hydrating, it's very soothing, and it really does help get rid of help treat the wrinkles and help to kind of buff them out a little bit more. So again, these links will be down below. Next up, this is another shared favorite of ours. This is a new
I love it.
charcoal mask. It's a white charcoal O2 detox mask. Now, the name doesn't do it justice.
No, it's so fun.
Yes.
Just putting it, like, it makes me want, like, I can't wait to wash my face and cleanse it so I could put this on. It's so fun. And I know on YouTube, the foaming cleansers were very, very popular. And so I wasn't expecting it. She was just like, just try this. And, like, it started foaming, and I was having the best time ever with it. Yeah,
so it's a charcoal mask, and it also has, like I said, the O2 detox. So the oxygen in it, once you put it on, it causes a bubbling, and it's kind of like weird at first because it's like an itching, tingling feeling if you never tried a bubbling mask, but it feels so good. And honestly,
it feels like it's cleaning and getting in your pores and detoxing everything.
Yes, and I actually noticed, so I put it on right after I like squeezed the pimple, and I noticed the area where the pimple was, it was actually bubbling even more, which made me think like maybe it's killing more of the bacteria in that area or just really going to work in that area. So it really does work. And one thing I like about this is, for me, I have more oily skin. I feel like your skin is more like normal.
Yeah, combination. Yeah.
Right. So for me, this was really nice because I usually use very drying masks because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to get rid of the breakouts. But this dried up the breakouts without drying out my skin, which was awesome. So if you guys are interested in trying a new mask, definitely check this one out.
Next we have...
Can I introduce my own section?
Okay.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about all of our miscellaneous things that don't really fall into one of the categories we talked about, but we love them this year.
We have to share
them.
So I'm going to start off with this. You're gonna laugh. This little jacket sweater thing. What is it?
A sweater.
A sweater. A sweater. So I'm just going to start off with this sweater. I have been obsessed with pink lately, just going to all their different little
Pink the
sales.
store,
Pink
not the color.
Yeah, the Pink the store. And so I saw that they had these little fleece sweaters, and I looked at the price and saw that they were $76, I believe, or $60-something, and I was like, I can't do that for a little fleece sweater. But lo and behold, went to Walmart, saw that they had the same exact material, same pretty, yeah, it's soft. Same style and everything. The only thing it's missing is like the little logo, and the other ones have pink down the sides. But for $10, I can live without a little dog logo and some words down the side. I live somewhere where it's around 60 degrees, 70, almost 80 throughout the day, and I have been rocking this. I'm sweating, but I'm looking cute, and I'm down south now, and I've still been rocking this, burning up in it, but it's so cute. It looks so expensive.
Hold it still so people can see it, girl.
I'm just so excited. But yeah, $70, I was not going to spend that, so go to freaking Walmart and get yourself the same exact thing for $10. The next thing I'm going to talk about,
Smell it.
I know, but they could go to the store and smell it. I just need to tell them about it. This has been out for years. It's the Justin Bieber spray. It's the girlfriend one, and I go through, seasons with my perfumes and, try out different things, mix them up. But this one lately, people have been obsessed with me. I'm telling you, there's one girl at work that literally reminds me every day, like, dang girl, you still smell good. I'm like, yes. Thank you, Justin Bieber. So if you can go and find this and smell it.
Is this what you've been putting on? Like,
yes.
Like a room smells like.
Yes, it smells good. And all I do is just like 5 squirts, and I'm good for all day. Literally, people give me hugs and like, wow, you smell good. Like, they're questioning me, like, how does this girl still smell good? And she, just got off of work. But I've had.
That smells good.
Mm-hmm. It's like nice and flowery, kind of citrusy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've had this for about maybe 5 years, and I use this heavy sometimes. Yes. Wow. Thank you, Justin. A little goes a long way, but like sometimes I like douse myself in it, and I still have this much. So definitely go pick this up.
Okay, so some of my miscellaneous favorites, I have been obsessing over aromatherapy this year just because I prefer more natural alternatives to health and just well-being. And so why are you looking at me like that?
I've been on that craze too. Yeah. And I want one of these.
Oh, that's why you're looking like that, because you're jealous.
Yes.
This isn't mine, actually.
Oh.
You're jealous for no reason. I have an aromatherapy diffuser at home. This isn't my actual aromatherapy diffuser, but this one does the same thing. So basically you add your water, you add whatever fragrance you want. Usually I would recommend just like 1 or 2 drops of whatever fragrance that you're interested in. And instead of using heat, it actually uses vibration to release fine mist particles of the water and the oil into the air. And so it's nice because you don't have to watch over it. Like if you use a tea light, you have to make sure that the water doesn't burn out or you don't start a fire. So this will just go on its own, and then once the water runs out, it'll just shut off on its own. But I really like this because I'll use it like when I'm studying at home. I'll do a mixture that helps to make you concentrate. So I'll use rosemary and peppermint. And sometimes if I need to relax, I'll use lavender. And I have 2 little birds, and they are turnt all the time. But when I put that lavender on, even they calm down. I'm like, wow, this really does work. And it's also really good if you're sick. I am someone who suffers from like sinus, allergy, those type of issues. And I remember I had the worst sinus headache. And if you've ever had a sinus headache or sinus cold, you know just how bad it can be. And so instead of taking medicine, I did a mixture. I think I did eucalyptus and rosemary. And I put my little thing on the counter and I put it right over where I was doing the dishes. Half an hour later, my headache was completely gone, which is unheard of if you've ever suffered from like sinus issues and you tried all the different medications and stuff like that. It's just like, it was a miracle, and I was so happy to have that headache gone, and to have it be so simple as to just put aromatherapy diffuser on and just like breathe it in for a few hours.
And they're really popular. I've seen them at Target, I've seen them at Walmart, I've seen them on Amazon, so definitely go pick one up.
Yeah. So along the same lines of the aromatherapy diffuser, I also have gotten into these aromatherapy necklace diffusers. So there's different kinds that they have. This one has a felt insert, so you open the little locket and you have a little felt piece that you'll put just a drop of whatever oil, maybe like if you're doing 2 oils, maybe 1 drop of each, and you wear it around your neck throughout the day, and it does the same thing. So if you need something that's relaxing or calming, you can use like a lavender mixture. If you're sick, you can use eucalyptus or rosemary. And it's really nice because I'm the type of person where I can kind of get sick of fragrances after a while, or just like intense smells. So when I'm over it, I just take the necklace off and I'm good to go. But you just put a little bit and you kind of just will smell it throughout the day. There's also other diffusers that have little lava rocks inside.
Oh,
and
that's so cool.
Yeah,
that's
and you,
so cool.
You put the fragrance right on the little rock and you're good to go. Same thing. So I actually love them so much that I bought a bunch and I'm selling them on my Etsy shop. This is one kind. This is the silver one. I also have gold, and I also have the lockets with the lava rocks, and they are gorgeous.
That's so cool.
Yes. So if you guys are interested, definitely check them out in the link below on my Etsy shop. They're great for Christmas gifts or just a gift for yourself, because I really love it and I really enjoy it. So definitely check this out. Is there anything else you'd share, or do you think we've covered it all today?
I think we've covered it all.
I think we have.
We're losing sunlight.
I know.
We're watching the beautiful sunset in front of us.
It's really pretty. So that's it, guys. Those are our 2017 favorites. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Hopefully we've talked about some things that you guys would be interested in trying. Maybe we'll do some more of these videos together. Maybe we'll do hopefully one next year, hopefully before then, if we think of a topic. If you guys want us to do different topics, maybe like a sister tag or something like that, let us know down below. But I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope everyone has an awesome day, awesome Christmas, awesome holiday season, and I will see you guys in my next one.
Bye.
Bye.